The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus entered a village where a woman whose name was Martha welcomed him. She had a sister named Mary who sat beside the Lord at his feet, listening to him speak. Martha, burdened with much serving, came to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me by myself to do the serving? Tell her to help me." The Lord said to her in reply, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken from her." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Good morning. Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things, but Mary has chosen the better part. I ask you this question: do you ever get anxious? Now, before you answer that question, one might say yes, because you're looking forward to an upcoming event with great joy and just can't wait for that day to arrive. Or you might get anxious or actually worried about what might happen in a certain situation, and you just can't get it off your mind. Well, just 2 weeks from today is Seafair Sunday. So what does that mean? Well, it means on Seafair Sunday, Karen and I traditionally host a party at our home. And it is a type of both a family reunion and a gathering of friends, always invited, with up to, maybe 100 people attending. And Karen likes to tell people, once you're invited, you're always invited. But for my part, I am anxious. I'm looking forward to seeing all the friends and family that come, of course. But I'm already thinking about that Costco run. Worried about the selection of right mix of sodas and beers. Make sure that I have enough water and ice. Having the right mix of red or white wine. How many hot dogs versus hot links. Setting up tables and chairs. And hoping that I have some help to clean up. Now, Karen is calm, cool, and excited, and anxious to the point that she can't wait for that day to arrive. And she wants to make sure that she meets and greets all who will come. And she's performing her labors of love, preparing and planning the menu, especially making the 80 meatballs that she's famous for, and a whole salmon. But I got that out of the way, I caught it. And even calling to remind or invite someone new. And all of this with no RSVPs. So you get the picture. I am Martha. Karen is Mary, who has chosen the better part. And in the end, it all seems to work out being a wonderful family event with many guests expressing their thankfulness. So what is it that Jesus wants us to take away from today's gospel? There is a saying, a house is not a home. The house of Martha and Mary in Bethany mirrors the challenge of creating homes where love dwells. It is the balance of Martha's generous self-service to the practical matters of maintaining a home, and Mary's part of realizing the peace and compassion of Jesus dwelling in every room. We all realize too well the challenges of providing for the practical and real-life demands of maintaining our houses, but also realize the love that now dwells in our home, and resolve to let that love, the love that is the Spirit of God, breathe and move in every room and moment we live there. You know, we all have our to-do lists. Our to-do lists are our Martha lists, all important tasks for sure. But our Mary's list says what we seek to be, what we seek to give, what we seek to be present in. All of those also need planning. Martha and Mary mirror the challenge of confronting every one of us to provide for the practical and real necessities of life and to live in happiness and security. But as we all know, we can become overwhelmed by the dollars and cents demands, and we can also be caught up with agendas and schedules, that we are soon numb to the realizing the love of God in our life. So we have to consciously and intentionally choose and seek out the better part, to realize and rejoice in the presence of God in our midst.